Yeah, got to make a second one. And now the background screen. So, yeah, I premiered I try to do more premieres, but they got to be instant premieres because I have no idea what's going to happen with my body in general with IBSD. So, that's the other reason why I've been uh, intestinally sick for probably a week and a half. So yeah, that's why I haven't done any live Twitch streams, which I will, since I'm getting better, I'm going to try to get into because I got a lot of topics to go over. Now, with that out of the way, November elections are meaningless part 2-ish. I was listening to the last one and I realized I jumped from trying to explain one thing into ignoring another. And that's because I wanted to leave out something so I could really focus on why voting isn't going to be worth a damn anyway. But what I left out is what I'm going to talk about here, and that's Biden and Trump. They need us to be delayed. They need it. It works in favor of them both. Here's the thing. If only the young can go out and vote, then that means Sanders most likely will get the delegates and super delegates on his side. Now, honestly, when delegates and super delegates, when they side with someone that the DNC is not in favor of, it's because they are pressured to. So it's not like you and your friends vote for one person. No, to make them feel pressure, it's got to be you and your whole school to vote. All maybe 2,000 of you to vote in favor of this one person opposed to 300 of the other person. It has to be overwhelming numbers. Because of that, Biden is going to need a complete, safe, clear bill of health for every senior citizen out there. Anyone that's, honestly, yeah, the age should be about 55 and up, but to me, senior citizen is like 70. Like 70 or 75. That's senior citizen to me now. The older I got, the more respect I got for someone's age. I didn't really have disrespect. I just didn't understand one thing or the other, so I just kept it neutral, kept it blank, and just learned as I grew. Trump, he's going to need this. He's going to need COVID-19 to delay elections because there's the grand chance that even though he might eviscerate Biden on stage, when they go to the polls, they might say, man, Trump, you just, we know the truth, and Biden is just you with brains. So we're going to vote for Biden. And then the racists might just not vote. It's like, look, I love Trump, but I can't vote for him. So I'm going to vote like for myself. I'm just going to stay home and do nothing and just let the Democrats get their win. That's pretty much what's going to happen. That's what Trump is scared of. I ain't going to say pretty much. No, I said pretty much going to happen. No, most likely, hey, it's a 50-50 toss-up. You know, the best integrity you're going to get from a racist is that they won't vote. And they'll just say, the Democrats just, it was a landslide because you know how they are. They're not going to say, I couldn't vote for this asshole. So they need this. Now, the reason I kind of left that stuff out was because it wasn't going to fit what I needed to say. At the same time, I switched from being, this is about, okay, COVID-19 is going to keep us in and no one can go out and vote, to why won't people vote and why won't they vote in their best interest? I started focusing on that. But COVID-19, when we go out and we get sick or we have to stay in because people won't stay in, that delays the voting. It does. Excuse me. Whew, it's going to delay everything. Honestly, I couldn't even stop that one. That came from deep. There's no way to stop that cycle. So people are going to be like tides. It's going to be a vast amount of COVID-19. It's going to get better. It's going to subside. It's going to retreat. Okay? The surf is going to go back. And then people are going to go out that shouldn't be out. They're going to reflare. COVID-19 is going to come back in mass. And people are going to say, crap, we got to stay in. It's no different than when people have antibiotics in their system. They're sick. It's messed up. They take the antibiotics for about 2 or 3 days. They feel better. Then they stop taking them. And then what happens? They get sick. They get back on the antibiotics. And that might be the last time. Because they get back on it. It's been about 3 or 4 days. They might say, look, it's 4 days. I'm going to give it 4 days. And I'm going to stop because I feel great. And then they're off of it. And then whatever was ailing them comes back. And they get on antibiotics again. And what happens? They're antibiotic resistant. And the antibiotics will not be enough. They're going to need something more. And sometimes, depending upon what they got, there isn't anything else. And they just got to hope. That's all they got. They got nothing else but hope. And that's what may happen with COVID-19. And because of that, the elections will have to probably be pushed back until 2021, maybe even longer, because people are not going to keep their ass inside. That's really it. They're not going to stay inside. And that's why it's important for... We are the environment that raises the children. From elderly to the advanced in age maturity, to the maturity, to the young adults, to the new adults, to those late teenagers, all the way down. We are to teach each other to be decent. If we do that, if we say that you have to think before you do, what if you, opposed to what are they? If it can happen to you. Be kind, be thoughtful. Preventative care is the best care. It is, and it starts mentally. So that you don't get people out there licking deodorant bottles because it's funny on TikTok. You don't get people out there coughing onto food because you're just in a mood or something, or you got it, or you just think you don't have it. So you want to scare everyone. You don't go out there licking toilet seats. You don't go out and make sure that you forcibly shake other people's hands or touch them on the shoulder and stuff like that. You actually have brain one, and you take care of your fellow neighbor, your fellow human being. We're on one planet. We are all each other's neighbors. It might take a while to travel there, but you can get there. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Make that the circular logic. You take care of the young take care of you, and it just keeps going. You teach them to take care of you as you take care of them, and so forth. That's what I'm saying is the best thing to do. You want any hope from me? You want any good words from me? That's it. I'll leave it at that. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.